Heath Cherry, rear tire carrier, FedEx Toyota, 12 years in the sport, from Belmont, North Carolina.
He's got to be the one that does the adjustments now, so he's got to not only do the same job that Brandon does and perfectly index that wheel on time, he's also got to go up and make changes.
Michael Hicks, rear tire changer on the number 11 car, hometown Providence, Rhode Island. And fun fact about me, it's like to go on a lake, have a good time, and that's about it, really.
I think he's got the quickest hands of anyone on pit road, and obviously with his size, he's extremely fast. So he needs someone pushing him to be better, or else he can just basically yawn and go through a pit stop at 12.5.
Because the rear tire crew must wait for the car to pass them, both carrier and changer wind up chasing the car before their work can begin.
And it's just a learning experience, trying to figure out where that car is going to stop. Judging Denny as far as, I've been with Denny a while. I know how he stops, so that helps obviously a lot too. But it's just all on how you time it, getting to that right rear. It's hit or miss.
One word I keep hearing a lot, Heath, is anticipation. Anticipating where that right rear tire is going to be when that car finally stops in that pit box is what it sounds like.
Sure, and I'm trailing him, so I read him and the car.
Because the rear tire changer starts later than the front, most teams put their fastest changer in the rear, and size can certainly be an advantage.
This is pretty amazing. Scott Wood's fueling the car, and you could almost see Scott move his left leg because, Mike, he knew you weren't going to go around the back of him.
Yep.
You were going to take the shortest distance, which was under him.
Exactly. Yeah, it's when you can do that, it just gives the whole team an advantage because like Scott Wood, he can do the adjustment and stay plugged in to get the car full, and it don't hurt to stop because I'm able to go in front of him and underneath him instead of wasting time going around the back of him and try to get set up for that left rear.
Now, Mike, how hard is it to tighten lug nuts? As I saw right there, the car was leaving and you were still grabbing the last lug nut or two.
It's difficult because I'm used to being on the front. This is my first year in the rear, and on the front, that front tire don't spin when the car goes down if that was to happen. When as in the rear, that tire's spinning as soon as they drop a jack. So it's you got to know to just pull out, not even try to get that fifth lug nut if something like that was to happen because it could grab that gun and break your wrist or whatever really.
The rear tire carrier is one of the busiest crewmen on pit road. Heaving 75-pound tires and wheels is hard enough, but with the aid of the jack man, he is also responsible for making adjustments to the car's handle.
And we know if a tire gets loose on pit road, no matter how fast a pit stop you've had, it's absolutely going to kill the stop. But what I love right here is he's going to pull that right rear tire off. You're going to throw the right rear on, and he's going to go ahead and start rolling that tire, once again using that key word, anticipation, that you're going to spin right around and you're going to take it right there. And if that's not timed perfect, that tire maybe ends up out halfway across pit road.
Absolutely, and that's too, we have a left side adjustment stop, so that would be what me and Nate communicate. I tell him to give me a heater, so he's going to put a little bit of extra sauce on that right rear to put that tire out in front of me because I've got to get to the left rear in enough time and then in front of Hicks to be able to make the left rear adjustment and then come around and hang the left rear tire.
Now, Mike, what I like to call the meat and potatoes of a pit stop, a lot of hand-eye coordination, but what do you look for with your two tire changers?
Well, with high, response time, reaction time, eye-hand, you're probably born with that. You either kind of have it or you don't. But part of getting to the car quick and decelerating and then going from that low position, accelerating around the car, those are predictable parts of a pit stop. And you can improve people's speed, and that's your fast twitch, power, strength, acceleration, deceleration type of exercises. We get them to do a lot of jumping, acceleration, weight training squats to give them the strength to be able to accelerate and decelerate. This is an example of, they will do repeats with this. Sometimes they'll put the weighted vest on and do this to allow that. And this gives them the acceleration, and they can demonstrate the box jumps here.
That's a pretty tall one there. I mean,
Yeah.
both of them are tall.
Well, Hicksy weighs 110 pounds, so we give him a little
Soaking
higher.
wet.
Soaking wet. We give him 155, but that, you know, you get a little more vertical with him.